for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Brain glitches.
Oof.
Big ones.
Oof.
Have you been having the brain glitches?
It's not just us.
It's not just us. I don't think so.
There's people on TikTok talking about it. It's
is
worse. Yeah. And the reality is glitching out for other people too.
We have in the past.
Well, what we perceive as reality.
Yeah, we have in the past had times that the Matrix has glitched.
Oh.
And it's been glitching again.
Listen, you have not had your world rocked until a package teleports outside and then you bring it in and she's like, yeah, I just brought that in. No, you didn't. It was right out there.
Yeah.
Or if your cat teleports inside the house.
Yeah. That or if you have a couple of bags of masa, which is a corn meal, it's sort of like a corn flour, just vanish.
Still have not found it.
Just vanish.
It has to be somewhere. Did you know angels are tricksters too? They can be.
No, I've never heard that. As far
they got
as
personalities.
angels being tricksters, no.
Yeah, they got personalities.
Who told you that?
A Christian friend.
Okay.
It's certain guardian angels just to play jokes with you, being like, yeah, we're here. They'll take shit. They'll bring it back.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or put it somewhere else. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is.
In my understanding, guardian angels and stuff like that, they're pretty serious, especially at this point in time. They got better things to do than be, playing hide and seek with somebody. That's just my understanding.
If it's someone's guardian angel, yes, they do got a job to do, but they also do play tricks.
Okay. Well, if that's what's going on with ours, I mean, it's just been, honestly, it has been crazy. And with the brain glitch, and everybody is so stressed out, and, you sit there and you try to analyze yourself and your own behavior and your own mental abilities, and you're going, okay, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this, so what the hell is it? And it's the energies and stuff. It truly is, because
what
other
is it?
People,
some fuckery.
Yeah, and there's quite a few people that I have read comments online that are going through very similar things. Mm-hmm. And it's...
even as far as the lethargic feeling and stuff like that, just not wanting to do jack shit, just...
Right.
Yeah.
And it was what I had learned. And some of these things, I'm like... some of the psychological and medical terms that they're coming up with, I'm like, are those really accurate? Because there's a lot of things that's going on that they are not taking into account, such as planetary alignments, such as solar activity. And so that has a bearing on humans.
Yes, it affects us just like cats, just like dogs. It affects anything that has some sort of neurological, electrical bullshit going on. It's going to affect that.
Sure, because everything is vibration and frequency.
I mean, that's pretty much what neurons are. It's like electrodes.
Yes.
So
yes.
we're just one big giant battery. One big giant battery. That's a
double
entendre.
No, it very much is. Even as far as if you don't have the right conductors inside your body, such as nutrients and different things like that, shit doesn't work right.
No.
And we have had over quite a few years people telling us, people that were supposed to be in the know, telling us to do the exact opposite of what we're supposed to be doing.
When it's like, God has other plans. God has other plans. He has people set exactly where he needs them to be at all times.
And that was something that we did rewatch Signs today. I rewatched Signs.
Listen.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Reptilians. They were not gray aliens. They were reptilians.
They were reptilians. And I found it very interesting that during the movie, that one of the main places that they showed was the Temple Mount with the spacecraft above there. And also, when they were defeated, it was someone had said that somebody had found ancient text or something that showed how to defeat the aliens.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
and I was telling Kid, I said, it's the desert.
Yeah.
Because there's lack of water in the desert.
And where did the fallen angels go?
Yeah. And that was one of the ways that you could defeat these creatures was a matter of water.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but if you go into the deep dark as far as Mount Hermon, where there are those that believe that that was the site that Lucifer was cast down. I mean, it's interesting.
It is.
And then you have within the Muslim faith, they talk about the jinn, that these are fire spirits. And I'm wondering, I didn't do research because brain glitch. Does water affect the jinn?
Yes. Did you see that video of the Japanese dude? Like, they got jinns. Jinns are not just specific to Arabic countries, stuff like that.
Right.
We have jinns over here in America.
Right.
He took a pot of boiling water and threw it on that fucker. There was a wet spot in the road where it was literally like wailing. He took that pot of boiling water and threw it right on it, and it screamed and went away.
Well, the ones that, like I said, from Arabic literature, that they are supposed to be composed of fire.
Mm-hmm. So what happens when you throw water on fire?
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. Because is this like a fire that we understand fire to be? Because apparently these are interdimensional beings, that are their beings that are here and that our eyes don't normally perceive them.
It's a different type of fire, I think.
Yeah. So it's got to be. There's different types of fire mentioned in various and sundry religious texts. Yeah. But that was one of the things that I noticed. I can't tell you how many times I have watched the movie Signs. I personally think that is M. Night Shyamalan's best, and maybe it's just because it's so dear to me.
I honestly cannot remember any of his other movies, but yeah, Signs is
The Village was
really
pretty
good.
good.
I never watched The Village.
The Village was pretty good. There's a lot of them I have not watched by him.
It wasn't him that did Reanimator, was it?
No. That was that was before his time. But
There was a remake of it, though.
I'm not familiar with that at all. But within the movie Signs, that is such a precise movie. Mm-hmm. Every camera angle, every line that is spoken, every facial expression, it's just perfection.
It is. It really is, because the characters were believable.
Uh-huh.
This scenario, I mean, they were just out of their home. That was it.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually a big fan of lockdown films, which basically means it's just surrounding this one specific area. Mm-hmm. But that's good.
Yeah.
It's a good movie because it gives you snippets. It's not just purely at the house. It gives you snippets of, for example, the flashbacks with the wife.
Right.
The dude over at his house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good.
It's just good.
It's
it
good.
is such a good, movie, whether it is a matter of, if you want to call it predictive programming, or if it was a matter of self-disclosure. We don't know. But I know that with this will, this video will be the day before the event, whatever the event will be. The thing.
In Southern speak, it's the thing.
And it's one of those that the day of may be something, and it may not be. It could take quite some time to manifest.
Some people are saying like that demon face syndrome, that's really going to kick in on
I
April
would
8th.
rather it did not.
Where I don't think it's a syndrome. I think they're actually seeing what they are for what they are.
I think they could be. I think that very well could be. And I had watched Stefan Burns this morning, and he's got, and I will include a link for that. The Earth-Sun earthquake connection cannot be denied is the name of it. And he has such a lot of information, and I appreciate him greatly because he's got the science to back up what he's saying. Plus, he has the esoteric knowledge to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He was wizard dude.
No, that was Rick Levine. That was from the. I didn't go back and watch that because I just was trying to stay very low key today. Because it is almost that vibrating frequency.
It's a higher frequency than our body is used to.
Yes.
Or something.
The sleep has not been. It's been hit or miss for several nights.
It's either been. It actually no. People have claimed to be sleeping too much, but it's not getting a quality of sleep. So sleep ain't been nobody's friend recently.
Right.
And
Well,
people have been having mental breakdowns left and right.
Yes, I figured that was going to. That was the reason to find out that there is a term that's called ADHD paralysis.
Yeah, but it's also like it's literally like you got so much going on. Like, have you seen that episode of SpongeBob Musical Doodle? I tried to get you to listen to it.
Yes.
He literally went insane listening to that song, and so people have made memes with that audio. One girl was like this eclipse and Mercury in retrograde at the same time, and she's just rocking like it looks like she's in like a padded room almost.
Right.
And then she switches to, and she's like, and the caption is, "God looking at you," and he's just like, "Are you okay?" It's literally like that angel that's like, "You're fine. You're just neurotic."
Yeah, exactly. It's like this.
Just like, this energy is fucking with us.
Yeah. But it's just, there's all kinds of things going on. And I have found out that X actually fills in a lot of the gaps on some of the things because I am so new to it as far as like interaction. It's not like I do this stuff well.
No.
And it's like every now and then it's like, oh, okay, let's go and see what somebody's posted and stuff. I'm always very cognizant of the fact that do not put anything online ever that you would not want put on the front page of a newspaper.
I think we've all said some shit that we should not have online.
Well, think before typing. Think twice before typing. And
I did. I thought about 5 times and rewrote the sentence. I don't know how many times, and it kept coming out the same exact way. And I had to at a certain point, fuck it, sending it.
But it's a matter to try to do what I do during these videos, which is just share joy.
Yeah.
So here I am going through, and it's like, somebody shares something. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing that, because that's what I do.
Because rather than scrolling through the news all day, you're actually seeing what other people are posting.
Yeah, I have really enjoyed that. I have seen some incredible artwork that people have done, them sharing just different snippets of things that are important to them.
I hate Facebook, but I can see like how Facebook was good for some people.
Yeah.
Twitter can be a dumpster fire sometimes, but X, it can be a dumpster fire sometimes, but it's a fun dumpster fire most of the time.
Well, I have, if it's showing stuff that I don't want to see, I don't have to look at it. I can go up there and refresh the page, and that other stuff, is just gone. Very selective on who I follow. And in fact, there was one and I'm not going to name names, well-known professional that I had followed because he was well-known professional, and had heard some of his videos, and I'm thinking, yeah, he's got some things that people really need to pay attention to. And it's like, I'm thinking, dude, you're sitting here posting all this stuff, why aren't you out living? And some of the stuff that I'm thinking, you're becoming a shit poster. You're not helping your cause. You're not bringing awareness to your cause. You're becoming a shit poster. Mm-hmm. And so I unfollowed because I thought, no, I don't, no, I would rather right now deal with the people that want to share their artwork, or even as far as their kitties or favorite movies or music that's important to them, because that is that type of simplicity that I need right now. And didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo. It's been didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo with a little bit of handpan. Those
Zalem.
handpans are beautiful.
Zalem is the gentleman's name that I really like. From years ago, I've been listening to his stuff for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I'm really grateful that Kid is one of these that when I go in didgeridoo mode, that he will, he'll sit there. But it's didgeridoo with beatbox.
Low-key kind of grew up on didgeridoo and partially. Listen, you exposed me to a lot of different types of music, so most of the time I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah. I'm chill. Very rarely am I like, turn that shit off.
Only when if it's some kind of like country western type of bullshit, and it's just like, no. That's rare. That is very, very, very rare these days. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times I will do that just to troll Kid.
Yeah. When I play my music, y'all are like, turn that shit off.
That's because God love you. I think that some of the people that he listens to, I'll question before, does he really, really like them, or does he just feel sorry for them and that he's just trying to support their efforts?
Well, dead ass. There are some Angeline, like for example, Angeline. There are some songs that I really do like her, like Only Love. I understand that harmony, that intro and that chorus, whatever the fuck. It is out of tune in a bit, but at the same time, it's like that. It's almost like that in between, because it has good notes in it, but it also has bad notes. So it's like that liminal. I like that liminal.
I can't imagine. There was a reason that this.
But I also listen to people like Gwen Stefani, and she's not the best singer either.
I don't know. I think Gwen, a lot of it as far as stage presence and singing style and stuff like that, it does not have to be somebody that's on point all the time, musically, to be done well.
Yeah.
It's a matter of owning the music to where nobody else does it like that individual.
Nobody can do...
As evidenced by Ozzy and Alice Cooper.
Gwen Stefani can't even do Gwen Stefani anymore.
Yeah, well, there's problems that's happened with that. I don't know what the hell's happened with that. But anyhow,
where my hollaback girl?
Going back to X, it is very interesting, and you can get, in a very short period of time, a basic personality profile on somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of scary.
Yeah, but at the same time, do you really want to be seeing stuff that you don't want to see on your timeline? No, you want it tuned to what you like.
Exactly. And that's why I am very, I am very discerning about what I listen to and stuff like that.
See, that's the bad thing.
But I'm enjoying it. So far, I am enjoying it, the experience.
On Twitter, it's not as easy to fall down rabbit holes as it is on TikTok. On TikTok, you can go down real fast.
Yeah. No.
That's like, some of those reality shows like House, those medical type shows, NCIS, stuff like that. I tend to fall down those show rabbit holes on there, and it always upsets me because I hate
you've always hated medical things. You cannot deal well with medical.
But I watch it because it's something that's like heart wrenching, and I want to make sure like I need to find out whether or not it has a good ending or not. So that literally pulls me down a fucking rabbit hole. I was falling down earlier.
No, be okay with not knowing on some of that stuff for your own sanity.
Yeah.
Especially as a Pisces, overly empathetic.
Listen, some of
overly sensitive. It's like, no, no.
some of that shit, it's just, I understand that it does happen, and it is heart-wrenching. And you're right, as a Pisces, you just need to back the fuck off.
That's where you've got to control your mind. Don't allow it to control you. And that's what's been the challenge during this period of time with the brain glitch. And it's just like, oh my God, did I just experience this? Did that really just, it was just there, whatever the it is, an object, and looking at kid going, did you move that? And he's like, no, it was right there. And it's not something that the cats could have done, because the cats can do an incredible amount. Mm-hmm. But it is one of those brain breaking type things. And to try to flow with that and just go, okay, whatever, as long as it's not,
And grounding does help, but it does not make it go away fully.
No.
It's still very much there.
It's this weird, it is an altered state of being.
It literally feels like you're being sort of shifted into another dimension of sorts.
Yeah.
Like a dream state.
Sort of, yes. And it was really bad for me there that one day.
Living in a state of dreaming.
It was this derealization. It felt like walking dream.
Yeah.
Different things like that.
People
and it was just like, damn, this is messed up.
Back in 2020, that was the first time I really heard of derealization. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, I don't think I think it was 2019. It was pre-pandemic, because people were still able to go outside, stuff like that. She was in Walmart, and she was like, she was nervous. You could tell she was, but also it's like that weird sluggish energy, and she's like, none of this is real. Like, legit, none of this feels real.
Yeah.
Nothing is real here.
Yeah.
So it's been happening for a minute, but I think people are just now like, the majority of people is just now feeling it.
Right. Well, and I think that on a lot of this stuff, it's a matter of claiming whatever is disinformation. No, it's not necessarily intentional disinformation. It is a matter of someone trying to explain their experience, which is why we have language.
Yeah.
And to sit there and ask the question and pose the question, this is what I'm experiencing. Are you experiencing something similar? Has anyone else ever experienced something similarly? Historically, have people reported similar events? And if you go back far enough, yeah, you're going to find somebody that's someplace that's had some experience. And usually these were the shamans or the mystics or the seers. Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Yep.
People need to pay attention to those type of people.
Yeah.
People need to go to those type of people.
Well,
it's necessary.
Absolutely. And when you have had for so long those people that have been discounted, discredited by the WHO, and what have they offered us? Well, not the WHO. Like, I appreciate some, need to go back and watch Tommy if you want to talk about some derealization.
Can we not? That will.
I love that movie. This is just, it is a brain breaker, but it's great, and the music is just such kick ass.
So all of it's Clockwork good. Orange. Clockwork Orange is just weird and mind breaking.
But within that, you've totally derailed here I am. I'm talking about hanging on by a thread. Kid comes along with his Aries nature with a fucking pair of scissors, and he's running while he's holding them out.
Running with scissors.
Yeah.
Listen, I very much was that type of child that would run with scissors.
I know what it was. It was a matter of sort of like dude on Mythbusters used to joke about, I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Yeah.
Only they have tried to obliterate reality. Especially
mass brainwash.
Absolutely, especially if it goes into spiritual experiences.
I mean, they have not really. They have tried to push at the fact that spiritual shit is just woo-woo. Mm-hmm. Like, they have been trying to push that for a hot minute. Mm-hmm. And it's not.
No. Because it's coming back to bite them.
Yeah.
And a lot of this stuff, it has gotten to where some of these people that were so cocky and so sure of themselves they're being shaken. And those are the ones that need to be shaken really, really hard.
Shook. They shook.
Because their version of this earth is all that there is, that rug is being pulled out from under them.
Mm-hmm. They were trying to push like some sort of, I don't know if they're trying to push another virus or whatever, but I heard this dude talk about he got a call from his grandmother and is like, is this reality? Is this reality? Because she was freaking out, being like, I've been clenched for days because I found out that on the news there's a virus that infects your asshole.
Oh my God.
I've been clenched for days.
Oh God, I haven't heard that one, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Well, and that's why he was like, is this real?
And this is one of the things, and if you have older people that
stop laughing,
that, are around you, it's really hard for them right now to try to grasp everything that is going on.
I mean, they bumbled their life. They bumbled all the way through their life, just barely grasping stuff that was, coming up.
I don't.
Now shit is just changing left and right, like back to back to back to back at a rapid pace. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for them.
I don't know that it was a matter of bumbling. They were able quite competently to work the system that was in place for them quite a while, which was to be a good person, go to school, get an education, get you a good job. Then that way you can have the dream of the house and the 2.5 kids and the picket fence, if that's what you wanted and everything. I think they were quite successful with that. Mm-hmm. And then those of us that were Gen X, that we tried the same formula, and it was like, no, something ain't working. And so a lot of that stuff started glitching out then. Mm-hmm. And that's just like, I think of my great-grandfather who was born in the 1800s. And he never could quite, this person grew up and horse and buggies were still a thing.
Yeah. Like no technology.
Absolutely. And then you had, as far as the automobile and planes, and that even as far as NASA and stuff. And I don't think he ever quite was able to grasp what was going on.
Yeah. Because that is a drastic change.
Sure it is. And so I think that's what's happening to some of the older folks right now. And it's just the societal shift that they cannot fathom. And it's like I keep hearing people use the word, well, so-and-so is stupid. And it's like, no, they're not stupid. They're highly intelligent. They're evil. There's a difference.
Yeah. Evil plays dumb a lot of the time, too.
Well, like I said, they just can't comprehend that people would do that evil. They've heard the word evil, but to truly see it enacted is new to them.
Well, yeah, I don't think most people know how to deal with that.
Yeah.
Because nobody can comprehend pure evil like that.
Right. Right. I mean, it was just like one of the few times I scrolled through the news today that there was a headline about how that this person was was it a psychopath? Was that what it was? I had read the headline. Yeah, I'm like, hey, listen to this. And she's like that she loved it and wanted to teach other people how to be like her, and that she is some kind of therapist.
She's a therapist, but she's also hurt dogs and animals.
And I'm thinking... and that was when I read it to kid. He was, a sociopath. He's like, what?
It's like, that's one of those things that you had to do like an auditory and physical double take. To be like, what? Repeat that.
I think it's called being totally, completely self-centered and self-absorbed, that you don't care how you hurt anybody else. There's a lot of us that we try to prevent things. That is somebody that has totally any form of spirituality and stuff. There's no way that you can, what we understand as the force of good, you can't rectify that within any of these systems, which is primarily to show love, show kindness, show compassion, forgiveness, and to see that truly for us to be in the upside down. Yeah, it didn't make anybody's brain glitch.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
How long until the universe starts breaking apart right in front of us?
We don't know. We don't know. We don't know how it's going to manifest. So,
are we in
ride
one
the
big
waves.
Fortnite map and just we're on the end of this season, ready for the reset?
Could be. Could be.
Get sucked back into the void and just chill out there for a bit until new world.
Well, and this is where it is a matter of being very zen about these things, minute by minute. You know, do what you can do. If it's a matter of making a video or, you know, going and making a comment, showing kindness, human interaction, you know, to sit there and go, wow, you know, that's really cool. Thank you for sharing that. That's what we can do.
Yeah. Also remember, I know it's like, for some people, they do struggle with this. Remember that there's always an actual person, for the most part, an actual person behind the other side of that username.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And some of these people may act like they're bulletproof, but they may not be.
Right.
You never know what somebody on the other side of that screen is going through. You never know if they're the ones that's hanging by the thread.
Legit, most of them are. Most of them are the ones trying to put up a front, acting like, oh yes, everything's okay, while they're freaking out.
Right. Do not be the one with the pair of scissors.
What if they're pointed towards yourself?
No. Final thoughts on brain glitches here.
I need this reset to like quicken up just a little bit so we can get back to like normal brain functionality. That'd be nice. I don't like living in the state of dreaming.
Yeah. It's
feeling like in between worlds right now. That's not a pleasant feeling.
No, it isn't for me either. I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people that they have over the years tried drugs to try to achieve this state of being, and I've always tried to prevent it. I don't know. To each their own, as long as they are an adult.
There's some altered states that are pleasant.
Well, a lot of those altered states can be achieved without substances. They truly can. It's just that people, they want the quick instead of, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that final thoughts?
Yep.
All right. If you've had experiences with the paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you are experiencing brain glitches, any of this stuff with this energy shift that could be, eclipse related, let us know in the comments. You can give us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Shared experience helps everybody.
That was not my final thoughts.
Okay.
That brain fog going with, all that shit, it's just like, you don't feel like really doing anything right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
you just sit.
Yeah. Pretty much capacity, the only brain capacity that you have right now is sitting in front of the computer playing a game, and that's it.
Yeah. It's very minimal.
Yeah.
And I have
basic,
seen
laying on the ground,
people
staring up at the sky kind of energy level.
It's like you want to do things. There are things that need to be done, but for whatever reason, it is that paralysis.
Yeah.
And that sucks. So let's hope that this will get, shifted one way or the other quickly.
But for real, if you're able to lay out outside in your backyard, just looking up at the sky, do it. It's good. It's good for you.
Yeah,
it helps.
Kids been taking yoga mat and stuff out there, and Because we have cats.
Yeah. Can't trust them. Can't trust them. But if you like this video, don't forget to like. You know what you can trust? You can trust us to upload every single day. So catch us. Click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. I don't know if it half works, but give it the affection. It likes it. Find her on Twitter, Warlanda, COCWS. It's like a radio station call sign.
Yeah. We're on X. They'll accuse you of dead naming. I appreciate that Elon Musk is such a shit poster. I really do appreciate his sense of humor.
I do too. X is such a stupid name.
I think it's very appropriate. He's got this thing about that, and he is Gen X, and I think, didn't he name one of his kids or calls it X? I don't know. X's, but I try to avoid them. It was just there.
Thank you all for joining.
It was just there.
Have a good.
Know that you are loved.
Have a good whatever.
Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
Unless I'll pray one for another.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.